This is my 8-type FR filter where I'll be having 8 multipliers. Let me name this as multiplier M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, M7 and finally M8. So these are my adders at the base. I'll name this adder as A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7. For an 8-type FR filter, we'll be having 7 adders, 7 delay elements and an 8 multipliers. This is my delay, first delay, second delay, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and finally D7. Since we are taking 2 inputs here, I'll name this input as A and this input as B, and this is my output Y. We are talking about a 8x8 parallel stream multiplier, so the inputs A and B that I'll be taking will be of 8-bit starting from 7 down to 0. Let me define the wires. Let me consider the output of this multiplier will act as W0, output of second multiplier will act as W1, output of third multiplier will act as W2, W3, W4, W5, W6 and finally W7. If you could observe, we had designed a single Wallace stream multiplier and will be calling all the 8 times. And the Wallace tree that we have designed, for which the output is of 16-bit. So let me take W value starting from 0 to 7, which is of 16-bit, nothing but 15 down to 0. Let me name the wire at the output of D1 as W8, W9, W10, W11, 12, 13 and 14 as well. And we know that the input for this D1 is nothing but A, which is of 8-bit. So with a certain delay I am going to get the same output. So the bits remain same. Thereby I am considering the values from W8 to W14, which is of 8-bit, nothing but 7 down to 0 as well. Now coming to addition operation, I am assuming the output of this part to be W15, W16, W17, 18, 19, W20. I can take the wire again here, but it is then connected to output, so I am not needed to take the output here. If you could observe here, the output of this W15, for which the input is coming from here and here as well, and it is going to perform the additional operation. W0 which is of 16-bit and W1 which is of 16-bit as well, in case if a carry is generated. So we will be taking here the range for this wire starting with 16 down to 0, nothing but 17 bits. Similarly for W6, this is an output of this response and addition of this response as well. So let me consider in case if a carry is generated, I am assuming this to be 17 down to 0. Here as well, this I am assuming this to be 18 down to 0. With respect to W18, wire rating, I need to take the range 19 down to 0. With respect to W19, I must take the range 20 to 0. Similarly, for W1, I must take range 21 down to 0. And finally, with respect to output, it is a combination output of this addition, W7 addition as well as W20 addition. So obviously the output that I must take will be at a range of 22 down to 0. It works in such a way that, let me consider A is equals to 2 and B is equals to 3. Since A is equals to 2, it is getting passed through this, and B is equals to 3, and it is getting passed through this. So initially for the first clock, 2 is getting passed and 3 is getting passed. So my output will be 2 3s are nothing but 6. For the first clock cycle, the value will be 6, and for the next second clock cycle, this 6 is getting moved here. Output of this will be 6, and from here again with this 3 is going to again an input of 3 and input of 2 will give a total of 6. So the second clock cycle, it will be 6 plus 6 nothing but 12. Similarly for the third clock cycle, the value will be, now the 12 value is lying here. Similarly for the third clock cycle, an input of 3 and input of 2 will give an output of 6, for which 12 plus 6 will give to something called as 18. Similarly for the fourth clock cycle, now the value of 18 will lie here. Output of A2 will be acting as 18. From this again one more 6 you are going to get, and this value will be 18 plus 6, which will be 24. For the fifth clock cycle, 24 plus 6, which will be nothing but 30. For the sixth clock cycle, which will be 30 plus 6, nothing but 36. Similarly for the seventh clock cycle, where am I now? Here goes to 18. For the next clock cycle I am going to get 24. For the next clock cycle I am going to get 30, and for the next clock cycle I am going to get 36. Finally on the next clock cycle, here I am going to get 42, which is nothing but 36 plus 6, 42. Similarly on the 8th clock cycle, I am going to get 42 plus again 6, which will give a result of 48. 42 plus 6, which gives a result of 48. So this is the way how an 8-tap FIR filter is going to implement when we are giving two different inputs for multiplication. So let's start designing a FIR filter in Verilog.